Hey there, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors. I've been working a little here and there on the journal. I haven't done a whole lot, and I haven't had the opportunity to really sit down and do a video. I've only had time to work a little bit here and there. So I will show you something I did just a little bit ago. So I'm still using Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah's digitals that I purchased, and right now I'm using some of the postcards, and for this I decided to just make a flip. And so I put a little, hinge here, and I sewed a small little doily onto it so it sticks out. I just layered it up a little bit and I added it to the back, and then I don't know if you can see where I am right now. Okay, so then when I sewed it around, it made a little doily pocket. So then I took one of the mini postcards, added a sticker and a label just to poke back there in that doily. So just adds a little something to that page. Right now, I am working on this one, and I have it pretty much ready for us. This is an image from Graphics Fairy. I added some of Tina's labels as a tab. I backed it with some craft paper, and then, tab on front and back that are the same size and, coordinating color. So this particular one, I am going to make a upward pocket out of it. So I'm going to be adding, I've got it inked already. I'm going to be adding one of her labels and one of her butterflies. So let's do that. This should be a really quick video. Then I'm going to add the butterfly there. Be cute to give it just a little bit. When the book's closed, it'll just flatten right out, but I'll give it a little bit of movement and just glue part of it so that, I don't know if that's going to do anything. Like I say, when the book's closed, it's not going to really matter anyway, but it's just attached there at the center. And then I wanted to add this so that it sticks out of the top of the journal a little bit. And I am going to add glue. Where do I want to add glue? I think I'm going to add glue to the postcard itself. Where's my signature fold? So I want to leave it so that a little bit sticks out, but not a ton. I don't want it to look weird compared to other things that are sticking out of the journal. Okay. So I think what I'll do, I'm going to add a little bit of sewing to it, but I'm going to let this dry before I do that. And hopefully it'll go through the sewing machine okay. I think what I'll do is just add a little bit of zigzag right in here. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. So it will be, this will go up in here and we'll have a little bird sticking out. So I think that's really pretty. I'm hoping it's still looking cottage gardeny. I don't know. I'm going to put this so that it's up so it gets a little air, and we'll let that dry a little bit while I'm working on this one. All right, So this one, this is actually, I'm making kind of a pocket from one of the digitals that was the kit that I purchased for this journal. And it had this little like file type thing, file folder, but it wasn't a file folder. It was just this. So I decided to kind of make a file folder with some scraps. And this is some double-sided paper that's obviously Christmas, but this other side I like quite a bit with this. I'm trying to get that cut straight. That's not easy to do. Okay. So I glued it down to this already, and then I was going to fold it upwards. See how that looks. I don't want the pattern showing. The Christmas pattern. There, we'll just ink it real good and then it'll just blend in. And then I'm going to glue it down as a pocket so it will flip down so you can write. It would be fun to do a magnet if you have magnets. I have some, but I don't really want to do a magnet. A little bit of ink here. And I think I missed a spot. Missed a whole spot. And this isn't terribly thin scrapbook paper, but I'm going to add some reinforcement. Boy, look at those colors together. Woohoo! And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just gonna cut a little off here. Maybe it won't be so hard to look at if it's like that. I mean, we're not gonna see it, but just for the, while we're doing this. Hope you guys are all doing well and enjoyed your weekend or whatever. You know, who knows when you're watching this, but it was just the weekend, and I don't know if I did anything. Honestly, I generally don't do anything. What did I do? Nothing. I don't know. I'm sure I went to the grocery store because that seems like a daily thing for me. And I did a little yard work, but not too much. All right, and I'm thinking I want to add this, just a little something. I mean, but if I don't, then you can write. Maybe I'll add it up here so that the writing goes all down here. How does that sound? I think that's good. Don't you think? I think so. I didn't mean to do that on camera. I do that a lot when I'm just playing by myself. I'll whack the lid to make sure it's on good, but I really did not mean to do that on camera. I'm sorry. Okay, I think it'll be a cute little pocket. So let's go ahead and glue it down. or I could, I think I wanted a pocket. Let me see how big this is going to be. Yeah, I'm going to make it a pocket, not a, I was thinking for a second to make it a tuck, but I wanted a pocket. Trying to see where the center of the signature is, my fold, so it's kind of centered a little bit better. Yeah, I've done a few things. I did that, added that in there, but I haven't done much. If you're watching and you're fairly new to my channel and you see like my papers moving around and stuff like that, and you know, it's frustrating to me. It might be frustrating for you to see it, but the reason why I do it that way is that I always overstuff my journals, and I like a gator mouth sometimes, but I don't like a gator mouth all of the time. And so if I make my journal, sew my signatures into a cover and then start filling it, it'll be a gator mouth every time. So generally I finish my signatures and then I make my journal cover to fit my signatures so that it closes easily and, you know, like sits on a shelf or whatever. I just try to ink it up a little bit in the back. It's a little smudgy. It's not perfect, but you know, it takes down some of the brightness. I was going to be adding, so this is from Tina. This is from the kit that I purchased, the Cottage Garden kit. And then of course the label is Tina and the butterfly is Tina. Just trying to get the little white edges covered. Okay. And I was going to add this stuff here. Hopefully it goes down into the pocket okay, you know, without hitting. I like to give myself a little reference point on where I meant for it to go. We mowed this morning, and so on, what was it, Saturday morning, I got out to work on trimming up a small tree out by the road, at the edge of the yard. And I thought maybe they're like a bush type of a tree. And I thought maybe I can get both of them done, but I didn't. And I actually ended up, you know, standing there talking to my neighbor for a while. Well, two of my neighbors on two different occasions. So the amount of time that I could have been spending trimming, I was chatting, which is wonderful because really that's what I'd rather do anyway. But I didn't get, you know, both of them finished. So my husband and I went out and did that this morning, and it looks so much better. They get so overgrown. And it'd be great if I trimmed them each year, but I didn't. I don't think I did it last year. As I've said before, I did nothing in my yard last year except for maintenance. Like, well, you would think trimming the bush would be maintenance, but I mean mowing. When I say maintenance, I mean mowing. I mowed, that was it. I didn't plant any flowers. I didn't add anything. We usually try and add a little something every year to fill the, you know, beds with something pretty to look at. Okay, so there's that, and we'll stick it right down in here. So I could have it sticking up, but there's like mushroom, or I could have it like this. Oh, I can't. It'll get stuck. You know where I reinforce the pocket? It'll get stuck. So sideways mushroom it is, and that's fine. I can always, you know, add a little something else. And I think I will. I like that. That's good. Just layer it up a little bit. Just do a quick little ink around. I used to be really finicky with my inking. I don't know if my teacher is watching me, but the one that got me going doing journaling or making journals, she was, you know, telling me how to do this or that. And she taught me to be finicky with things, but I'm a little less finicky than I used to be. She's probably cringing at my ink work right now. Sorry, Donna. Anyway, okay, so there we go. That works. So there are those, 2 of those, and that flips down. So I think that's really cute. So let's put that other page together. This is gonna take me like 2 seconds, literally, you guys. I've got the sewing machine ready. I'm gonna spin around and just sew that real quick. So you can like fast forward real quick if you want. I could tell you a story. I don't know. I don't have a story to tell you. It might be 30 seconds. Terrible video making etiquette, right? I don't know. I just want to give it a little something else up in this corner. Okay, here I come. So just added a little something up here, and I'm going to put just a little bit of ink over the top of it. I'm going to put a little ink right up on this, but not too much because I like the different colors. So just a tiny, tiny bit. You know, like I like having a little bit of white up against something that's a little grungier sometimes. That looks good, I think. Okay, so let's glue this down. Oh, I can't get it off. Somebody's texting me. Okay. And then this will be fine. It'll attach. I'll probably put like clothespins, or I don't have clothespins. I was thinking of Jovi, creating with Jovi. I'll stick something on there. Bulldog clips, whatever those things are called. And that'll get it to where it holds down real well. I think it's going to be really cute, and I love these colors. And I'm going to stick it right that far so it's not hitting any glue. Trim this. Really, really cute. All right, so that is pretty much what I have. This will hold it real good for today. Like I said, really quick video, but I thought I'd come on since I hadn't been on for a few days and just do a little something. I'm gonna get to the edge here where it's kind of being pulled away from the paper by the doily behind it. Okay, we're gonna leave that to dry. All right, you guys, that's all I have. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.